Welcome back, everyone. Well, there's an organization out there with a difficult name to pronounce, but its mission couldn't be any simpler or more direct or more effective. The name of the organization is Soroptimists, and these are Soroptimists. That's you. Welcome. This is Susan Van Ralt and Nancy Trimber, past presidents of the club in Saratoga County. So the Soroptimists of Saratoga County, right?
That's correct.
Got it. This organization, by the way, its mission, as I said, couldn't be any simpler or more direct. It's women empowering women. Now, before we went on air, I mentioned that we have talked to your organization before. But for those in our audience who may not know exactly what the Soroptimists do, we understand women empowering women. In what ways? Tell me a bit about this.
Okay, well, we do several things within the community. We also have activities that we do that are internationally inspired. Locally, I would say our primary service project is called Project Hope Empower. And this is a project that we do in collaboration with Wellspring, which used to be called Domestic Violence. Domestic Violence.
Saratoga County. It was a long name, which is why they changed it.
Rape crisis.
Rape crisis, correct. And the idea behind that is that Soroptimists volunteer their time, and we give financial literacy programs to women who are at risk and women who are actually living in shelters. And we are teaching them how they can learn to manage their money, how to, if they have any, and if they don't, how to get jobs.
Right.
We do interviewing skills, how to find an apartment or a home. And we've had several women go through this program, and we have had tremendous success. People who really have gotten on their feet because of this.
You know, when you think about some of the things that we take for granted, but you know, if you're in crisis, you know, you really do need a helping hand. So the whole idea that there's financial aid, there's housing aid, there's education, you know, to help these women establish themselves in a new world sometimes, right? And in a new frame of mind. And, you know, with all of the responsibilities that they've got at home, because a lot of them are single moms as well, right?
That's right.
So, you know, this is all compounded, right, Nancy?
And the key to getting away from domestic violence also is financial independence.
Yes.
So that's why this thing is so terribly important.
And you mentioned before we went on air that there are some scholarships of the way that this money is, you know, distributed amongst the women in need, right?
Yes.
And
we have several scholarships. I think the key one that ties in here is a scholarship for a woman who is trying to get back into school, get her undergraduate degree. And this would be the head of household, mom typically, a couple of kids. And we will give her a fairly large, $5,000 actually, scholarship to enable her to continue her education.
Right, and that I was asking them a bit about how the classes work and the education portion of this works, and there are classes, right, that they can attend that other Soroptimists conduct, right, or teach. But there's also childcare as well, so that, you know, when you're dealing with a single mom or a mom that's a head of a household, you know, the challenges there, they just don't stop at 8 o'clock at night or, you know, at 4 in the afternoon.
Right.
You know, it's full time all the time.
Yep.
Right?
And with the Hope Empower program, we do provide a stipend for each of the participants, which allows them to get to the class, and it also encourages them to stick through the 8 sessions of the class. We give them $150 at the end of the whole program so that they can maybe purchase an item of clothing to go for an interview or put it in the bank.
Yes,
whatever.
got you. In our county alone, in Saratoga County, around 60, you said, right? Women are members of Soroptimists, and 3,000 of these clubs exist around the world in 120 different countries. Right. Obviously, you're having an impact. I personally really love the idea of hope and power. When you think about those two words, if you're talking about empowerment, you need hope, and then you need the tools, you need the
That's right.
skills to do it. Part of what makes this all possible is a fabulous event, and really, you know, we do a lot of interviews here. This is an event that is so different and so unusual. The Secret Garden Tour is coming up. Now, we interviewed somebody last year for this and went on the tour. It was just phenomenal. Nancy, you're kind of the co-chair this year,
I
right?
am. And this is our 21st Secret Garden Tour. And it's kind of special this year, too, because it's a combination of private spaces and public places in celebration of Saratoga Springs' 100th anniversary or birthday,
Centennial,
the
right.
centennial. So we have a total of 8 private gardens, and we have 5 public spaces. Public spaces range anywhere from Congress Park, with the new monument that was donated by the Whitneys, to Yaddo. Even Saratoga Bridges has a memory garden, and that is also on the tour.
Well, that's wonderful. My wife is a gardener, and her garden's like an extension of the family. Every day she's out there first thing in the morning, last thing at night I'm looking around seeing where is she. She's outside, you know, just talking to them. So you know who you are out there. But all of us get to enjoy it, whether or not we're hands-on. You know, you learn a little bit about the flowers, and you'll learn a little bit about the time of year that they bloom and they blossom, and you know how it changes over and how the different smells interact with things. I mean, it's pretty phenomenal. These gardens are hand-picked, the private gardens, correct?
They are, and one of the nice things on the tour day is oftentimes the garden owner is right there, and they can
answer
point out
questions,
what's special about their garden, and certainly can answer the questions that many of us cannot. I
Gotcha.
myself am not a gardener, so, but I learn quick.
So I know you're dying to know when this is, so I'm going to give you the date. It's July 12th. That's a Sunday. People remember days, not necessarily dates. So July 12th is coming up, a couple of weeks. It's a Sunday. It's from 11 to 5. It costs $20 to go on this tour. It starts at, I think you said, noon or something?
11 o'clock
11.
to 5.
Okay, 11 to 5. A lot of ground to cover because we've got 14, if I did the math right. We've
And
got 14 gardens.
just driving it is about a 2-hour
Ordeal.
venture to get to all the places.
It's wonderful. I know you're probably going to wait last minute. If you wait last minute, it's $25 day of.
That's right.
For weather. But, you know, it doesn't make any difference what the weather is. Gardens are beautiful in cloudy, rainy conditions as well as beautiful sunshine. So, and think about where this money is going again. This is going to the Saratoga Club, Seroptimus, to help them with their Hope and Power initiatives, the scholarship initiatives. And they need your support, they need your funding, and what a wonderful way to spend a Sunday in the summer. Go around and see all these wonderful gardens. Well, thank you both for coming in. Good luck with the tour.
Oh,
You're
thanks.
gonna wear one of those hats or anything, those like garden hats?
Oh, of course.
That's right.
Pinafores with flowers on it.
Thank you very much. Very
Thank
nice
you
to
for
talk
having
with
us.
both of you. You're quite welcome. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.